In the event of an emergency evacuation, please follow these guidelines. If you are seated in the lower rows of level 100, please walk down the stairs to the floor, proceed through the nearest portal, and exit the building. For the upper rows of level 100, walk up the stairs to the concourse and exit through the nearest doors. Those seated in 200, 300, or loge seating walk downstairs to the concourse to exit through the nearest doors. Elevators will not be in service, but event staff will be available to guide and assist you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Thompson-Boling Arena and today's commencement exercises. This day represents a milestone accomplishment in the lives of our students. Please remember that this is a formal academic ceremony and appropriate decorum is expected. Please be respectful throughout the ceremony and remember that the focus of the day is on our students. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all our graduates will be asked to exit up to the stands to the concourse level of the arena. Guests will not be allowed to come to the floor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand as you are able for the academic procession. The procession begins with the graduates of the class of 2023. College Marshal Jedediah Blanton will then lead the college faculty and stage party, which includes University of Tennessee Knoxville Provost John Zomchek, Dean Ellen McIntyre, President Randy Boyd, commencement speaker Brianna Mason Brody, and members of the college administration. Please remain standing as you are able as we begin today's ceremonies with the presentation of our national colors and the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and join vocalist Michaela McQuestion in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Ms. McQuestion is accompanied by the 6 members of the volunteer brass. Today's color guard is presented by cadets from the University of Tennessee's Army ROTC program.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good morning. Please be seated. Welcome to today's commencement ceremony. My name is Ellen McIntyre, and I am the Dean of the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. And it's my great honor to preside over today's exercises in which we celebrate the academic achievements of you, the class of 2023. You can clap for that. Today is the culmination of all your hard work, and this ceremony recognizes your many efforts. We are proud of your accomplishments and an honor to share this wonderful day with you. One more time, please join me in giving all these graduates a round of applause. I would also like to recognize representatives of the college faculty who are with us here today. Some are seated behind me on stage, and others have joined the faculty processional to their seats in the stands. These are amazing people who had a lot to do with your accomplishments. All of you, please join me in acknowledging their important contribution to our graduates' academic success. Thank you, faculty. We also know that many of you, graduates, would not be sitting here today if it were not for the support that you received from your family and friends. Will the parents, family, and friends of the graduates please stand as you are able to be recognized by the rest of us go ahead and stand up. Graduates, let's thank family, friends. Thank you for everything. All right, I would like to welcome Dr. David Chiak, Associate Dean of Professional Licensure and Director of the Bailey Graduate School of Education, to the podium to recognize our top graduates, honors graduates, and graduate leaders.
We would like to distinguish this year's top graduates. These students are completing their degrees with the highest grade point averages in the spring 2023 graduating class. Please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized for this impressive achievement as I call your name. Gracie K. Allen, Benjamin Van Camp, Nicholas Braden Gray Carpenter, Emma Rose Horstman, Kaylee Kirkendall, Haley Mitchell, Lona Faith Rhodes, Samantha L. Richards, Ashley Taylor Songer, Caitlin Rose Strother, Kennedy Alexandria Tony, Isabel Catherine Toth. Let's give them all a round of applause. We take a great deal of pride in the academic achievements of our students. A Gold Honor Corps distinguishes our honor graduates, and their names are listed in the commencement program. These students have been identified by the university as having some of the highest grade point averages in the college. We ask now that all of those with honor students wearing the gold cord, please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized. Additionally, this spring and summer, several of our Dean's undergraduate ambassador board members graduate. Our student ambassadors support the college in a variety of ways, and we are grateful for these students' advocacy of our college and of their individual programs. A grade corps distinguishes these students. Graduating members of the ambassador board, please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized as your name is called. Brooklyn Barnes, Ashley Bernard, Madison Connor, Ivana Figueroa, Riley Hinton, Carly Kaufman, Macy Grace Myers, Grace Menon, Mary Catherine Phelps, Ruth Ann Ramsey, Abigail Roan, Ansley Salem, Sarah Weeks. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And finally, we also like to recognize our two College of Education, Health and Human Sciences students who are being commissioned into the United States Armed Forces. These individuals will have a separate ceremony for their official commissioning. Please stand as you are able or raise your hand to be recognized as I call your name. Allie Taylor Browning. Darren Michael Macy, We sincerely thank you for your service. Thank you. We are honored to be joined today by President Randy Boyd. President Boyd will bring remarks on behalf of the University of Tennessee System.
Thank you. So on behalf of myself and on behalf of the University of Tennessee System, with 5 campuses across the state and over 433,000 alumni, I want to congratulate you on this tremendous accomplishment. Also want to congratulate you on overcoming a lot of obstacles to get to this great accomplishment. So many people have graduated before you, but very few have had to endure the pandemic and all the other challenges that all of you had to do. So I think going forward, you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges, but you've already been battle tested. You're going to be more prepared than many that have come before you. So congratulations on overcoming that early test in your career. I'm honored to be with you. I want to give you one bit of advice that you'll remember to start off with. So you're going to get a lot of advice this morning. You're going to forget all of it, most likely. You're probably going to forget all of us, except for Brianna, our commencement speaker, who you'll remember, I promise. But here's one bit of advice that you only have to remember for like an hour, maybe 2 hours at most. And that advice is this, and Dr. McIntyre already touched on it, but at the end of the ceremony, make a special effort to go and thank all those people that help you to get to this place. Your parents, your family, your friends, all the faculty that worked so hard and shared this experience with you. Make sure that you take this time to say thank you to all of them. Speaking of advice, this isn't my first time at a commencement. My first time at a commencement, you're in luck because my first time at a commencement was really bad. In fact, after I did a short commencement, or I gave a commencement speech, one of my friends came up to me and said, "Randy, that was really long and really boring." And he gave me some advice. He told me 3 things. He said, first, so you're not so boring, it'd be helpful if you actually told a story. People like stories. Second, it's even better if the story actually has a point. It doesn't have to have a point, but it's kind of helpful if it has a point. And the most important thing, remember, nobody actually came to hear you speak, so be brief. So keeping that in mind, I thought I would just tell you one quick story. And it actually has a point. And the point is, expect serendipity. And so the story starts like this. Today I'm a runner, but before I used to run, I used to be a mountain climber. And I was trying to climb all the highest mountains around the world, except for in Asia. I wanted to climb the highest mountain in each continent. And the highest mountain in South America is one called Aconcagua. It's 23,000 feet. It would have been the highest one I would have ever climbed. And it's in a place called, near a place called Mendoza in Argentina. So it's about a 10-day trip. On about the 8th day of the trip, as you gradually work your way up the mountain, we started having some bad weather come in. The temperature dropped to negative 40 degrees with 40-mile-per-hour winds. It was pretty miserable. And I'd always promise my wife, if it got in a really bad situation, I would pull out. One fateful morning, we're trying to decide whether we should continue on or not. That morning, 2 other climbers who had tried to make it and didn't came down from the mountain. And one had pulmonary edema, it's where your lungs fill up with water, and the other had severe frostbite. And we found out a few days later that he had all the toes removed on one foot and the other foot completely removed. We made the decision wisely. This was a time to pull off. And so we did. And we ended up in this little town of Mendoza. And in January, where you're climbing the mountains, this is their summer, so it's miserably cold at the top of the mountain. But down in Mendoza, it was 90 degrees and beautiful, a beautiful summer day. My plane didn't take off for 2 days, so I was stuck in this town called Mendoza for these extra couple of days. And turns out Mendoza is the capital of the wine growing area in Argentina. So you do what most people do in Mendoza. I took wine tours. So each day I'd tour these wineries and fell in love with the people and the land and the food and the wine. Brought my wife back the next year. She also fell in love with it, and we ended up buying a winery. So now, 15 years later, we still have this wonderful winery we get to enjoy. So remember the point to the story. Expect serendipity. Serendipity is finding something unexpected better than what you planned. So I planned to go down to South America and touch this cold, barren rock. And instead, 15 years later, we have this beautiful winery that I get to share with my family and pass on to my children. Oftentimes, I find that's the way life is. The best things in life are things that you didn't expect. And so I actually plan that in my day now. So when I wake up in the morning, I'll think about my day ahead. I'll think about all the things that I've got to do. But then I always remind myself, I wonder what serendipitous thing is going to happen to me today. What unexpected thing that's going to happen that's better than I had planned. And I found if I expect serendipity, you find it. If you wake up every day wondering if something good's going to happen and what it's going to be, you usually will find it. If you wake up every day thinking something bad is going to happen, you hear people say that a lot. Well, it's just my luck. Something bad always happens to me. If you expect that, that's what you get. But if you expect serendipity, you will find it. So I want to share that thought with you. And then one last thought to conclude. Oh, by the way, we also teach, I know we've got educators in the room. We teach a lot of things here, but we also teach our ABCs, right? I think maybe the most important thing we teach is our ABCs, which is always be closing. So if you happen to be looking for some wine in the Knoxville area, Ashes, Corks might have it, look under the brand name Serendipity. So let me close with this final thought. Well, this is a big day for you. You are part of something bigger. This year, 8,484 UT students across the state will graduate and become University of Tennessee alumni. And 5,159 of those will be graduating from UT Knoxville. That's a big deal and something to be really proud of. There are literally hundreds of thousands of UT alumni that have come before you, and there will be hundreds of thousands that will come after you. They will individually and collectively make an incredible impact in their community, across the state, and the world. And so will you. So as new alums, I'd like to leave you with these 3 challenges. First, live a life that leaves the world a better place than you found it. Second, live a life that honors the UT Knoxville tradition and makes the former alumni proud. And third, live a life that will inspire the future generations that will follow you. Again, congratulations and have a serendipitous day. Thank you.
Thank you, President Boyd. It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mrs. Brianna Mason Brody. Brianna Brody is a Nashville native and Vol for life. She graduated from the University of Tennessee in psychology and elementary education and earned a master's degree in teacher education. During this time of a lot of study, she also happened to win the title of Miss Tennessee 2019 and was the first Black woman to represent the state at Miss America. You can go ahead and clap for that. And there's more. Today, Brianna is a first-grade teacher in Nashville, and she also started a nonprofit, Advocates for Autism, where she promotes the inclusion and education for people on the spectrum. Not surprisingly, Brianna was awarded the 2022 University of Tennessee Alumni Promise Award for her impressive accomplishments. You can clap for that as well. Brianna is happily married to her high school sweetheart, Terrell Brody. Together they have 2 cats and a beautiful newborn son, Terrell Brody III. Her hobbies include traveling with family, cooking, and learning from YouTube University. Please welcome Brianna.
Thank you, Dean McIntyre. Again, I am Brianna Mason Brody. Graduates, loved ones, and distinguished family members, it is an honor to be here with you today. Thank you to my husband and fellow Vol, TJ Brody, for supporting me and always being super dad to our 2-month-old Trey. Thank you to the University and the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. I am very grateful to God for the privilege of being your commencement speaker today. As you sit here on the cusp of a new chapter in your lives, you must feel so proud. I can feel the pride in this room from your families, professors, friends, and all of you graduates. It's an enormous accomplishment to graduate with a college degree, especially from this esteemed university. Every single one of you is here because you did something extraordinary. You not only set a goal, but you achieved it. Today, I would like to talk to you briefly about goals and the importance of setting and achieving them, no matter what adversities may come your way. In 2019, right here in this arena, I became the first Black woman to be crowned Miss Tennessee. This didn't happen by chance or overnight. Many of you may think I grew up doing pageants like the little girls on Toddlers and Tiaras, but that certainly is not the case. I did my very first pageant actually here at the University of Tennessee when I was a freshman, and I discovered the Miss Tennessee organization and was hooked. The women who held the title of Miss Tennessee were educated, they were service-oriented, career-driven, and leaders in their communities. And I dreamed of one day becoming one of those women that I looked up to. Never in a million years did I think that this dream could actually become a tangible goal. So began my journey to achieving my goal of being crowned the first Black Miss Tennessee. But my story was not an overnight success. I had to learn many things that other competitors had known for their whole lives. I practiced my piano piece for the talent portion over and over and over. I had to overcome naysayers and people telling me that there will never be a Black Miss Tennessee. My first year, I didn't place in the top 15 out of 36 contestants across the state. My journey could have stopped there. I will never forget standing on that stage, waiting for my name to be called, but never hearing it. As I exited the stage and returned to the dressing room, I remember immediately thinking, I have to try this again. I cannot give up. And that's exactly what I did. My second year, I trained harder, practiced longer, and experienced more naysayers. I placed third runner-up, and again, immediately knew that giving up was not an option. My third year, I showed up to the competition as the best Brianna I could be. My piano piece had never been better, my interviews with the judges was on point, and my community service platform was established. This was my year to win. I placed second runner-up. So close, but short of my goal. Now, after coming up short of my goal 3 times in a row, I constantly asked myself if it was time to let the dream go. Why continue when I keep failing? But Oprah once said, think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is only a stepping stone to greatness. I knew that I couldn't let the fear of failure stop me. I'm so grateful that I didn't let that fear overtake me, because the very next year, right here in Thompson-Boling Arena, I was finally crowned Miss Tennessee and achieved my goal. Thank you. The dreams that are worth going for don't come easy. In fact, some of the most successful people you know of are the ones who have failed the most. What I realize is that you can either win or you can learn. You have to turn those failures into moments to learn. You have to let the losses teach you what to do differently next time. The path to achieving your goals is not an easy one. It requires hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It may involve setbacks, failures, and disappointments. But remember this, it is in those moments that we often learn the most about ourselves and our capabilities. So do not let those setbacks define you. Instead, use them as stepping stones towards greatness and success. Many of you may have experienced setbacks in your own journey to this day right now. But now you are sitting here in your cap and gown, and y'all look good, y'all look great, successful in your goal of graduating. This is not where your story ends. Many of you have goals of pursuing an advanced degree or learning or landing that dream internship or job. Many of you may have goals of travel or nonprofit work and other amazing accomplishments beyond what you have achieved today. but be specific about what you want to achieve and how you plan to get there. Write them down and revisit them often. Keep yourself accountable and stay focused on your goals. Be open to change and be adaptable. Sometimes the path to achieving our goals may change, and that's okay. Embrace the journey and be open to new opportunities and experiences. They may lead you to unexpected success. Surround yourself with people who support and believe in you. Seek out mentors, friends, and family members who encourage and inspire you to achieve your goals. They will be there to celebrate your successes and pick you up when you fall. And finally, never forget that achieving your goals is not just about personal success, but also about making a positive impact on the world around you. Use your talents and abilities to contribute to society, to make a difference in the lives of others, and to leave a lasting legacy. Each of you have your own unique strengths that have prepared you to pursue your goals. So go out there and make the most of your talents and abilities. Believe in yourself and never give up on your dreams. With hard work and perseverance, anything is possible. In closing, I want to congratulate you on your achievements thus far and encourage you to continue to push yourself beyond your limits. Take inspiration from my story and use your own unique talents and abilities to make a positive impact on the world. The road ahead may be challenging, but with determination and perseverance, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Congratulations, good luck on your journey, and go Vols. Thank you.
If you would just stay here just a minute, okay? We have a little plaque for you. Thank you so much, Brianna, for that inspiring story. Thank you, President Boyd, for that inspiring story. They're both so positive, expecting serendipity, expecting opportunity, open to change. So thank you for those messages. Before you sit down, Brianna, I'd just like to present with you the Distinguished Alumni Award, and to thank you so much for being part of our major event, being part of our lives, something that all of these people will remember forever. Thank you so much. One more time. Okay. Associate Dean Rayner.
Today, our graduates will be introduced individually. I ask everyone to be patient as we recognize each graduate, and please hold your applause until the end. Graduates, after you cross the stage and have your photo made, please return to your chair. Once all names have been called, your degrees will be conferred, and we will celebrate together.
Mr. Prim? Charles Prim, the speaker. Yeah, you might have to do it.
It is now our pleasure to introduce the 2023 graduating class of our Future program. The Future program is a 2 to 3 year course of study which empowers students to achieve gainful employment in the community. Matthew Bradfield. Michael McIntyre. Leslie Manning. Faith Irwin. Brian Robertson. Jacob Grant. Samuel Taylor. Jared C. Massioli. Ansley Caroline Salem. Jillian Renee Perry. Sarah Catherine Melton. Gracie K. Allen. Mary Morgan Boero. Caroline Emily Shaver. Brianna Serenity Newman. Lillian Hope Woodby. Polly Michelle Strasburger. Kristen Alexis Sabinski. Allison McMillan. Emma Grace Mooresdorf. Jacqueline Elizabeth Budd. Raquel Celine Boroff. Amanda Lynn Curran. Aubrey Michaela Burnett. Jade Renee Williams. Jada Renee Sliger. Mary Jennings Seaman. Hannah Teskey Carroll. Jennifer Megan Strickland. Lauren Ashley Mabry. Kensley A. Hodges. Leanna K. Williams. Jillian Kate Webb. Caitlin Allie Boroff. Elizabeth Rose Fleming. Sophia Louise Pirich. Adelina Christine Stark. Hannah Catherine Ingle. Katie Benson Schaefer. Julia C. Anderson. Sydney Beth Lassiter, Carly Suzanne Dugan, Dalen Jessica Anderson, Kaylee Scotland Morgan, Thomas Henry Weir, Allie Nicole Matey, Michaela Hope Weaver, Madeline Henry Hughes, Samantha Lee Rivera, Claire E. DeFries, Courtney Michaela Driggers, Peyton Gail Christian, Morgan Amelia Newman, Lucy K. Norfleet, Mary Grace Wright, Sarah Elizabeth Shipman, Joseph E. Epperson, Songyab Lee Hoffman, Tia Janelle March, Autumn Shea Williford, Colin Elizabeth Murray, Amanda Ray Holt, Cassidy Brooke Newton, Elizabeth Jane Everling, Kinsey Reese Heflin, Caroline Hope Davis, Molly Dandridge Milam, Autumn C. Christine, Lucy Rose Ferguson Franklin, Brianna Lee Bomar, Tanya Becerra, Isabel Ann Turner, Jade Nishay Wadley, Diamond Monet Wadley, Abigail Ruth Francis, Hannah Grace Winkle, Logan Ann Fies, Elizabeth Margaret Harville, Natalie Hayward, Ella Grace Lawrence, Caroline Emma McPhee, Rachel Youngun Pun, Elizabeth Cassidy Cordell, Caitlin Elizabeth Reeves, Carolina Maria Valente, Annabelle Giselle Arbelize, Megan Leanne Ryan, Sarah Olivia Clark, Jessica Carmen Schooley, Jordan Claire Lyons, Melanie Lynn Matarazzo, Carly Marion Kaufman, Alyssa Nicole Wolf, Brianna Wall, Emma Nicole Page Solomon, Riley B. Bailey, Allison Patricia Swartz, Anna Taylor Sykoski, Allie M. Wallace, Lindsay Marie Watson, Emma Mavi F., Mackenzie Brooke Lanning, Katie G. Beach, Merrill Avery Arthur, Samantha L. Germain, Grace Catherine Ludlow, Amelia Brooke Stoddard, Carmen C. Rodriguez, Emily Nicole Noah, Caitlin Renee Warren, Claire Elizabeth Andrews, Nina Taylor Sanelli, Allison Page Clark, Annalise Ware, Caroline Grace Williams, John Berkeley Harrison, Claire McDonald, Elizabeth Osier Crane, Sierra Lorch Waisner, Megan Marie Fee, Alexander John Howard May, Emma Grace Lay, Sarah Abigail McDaniel, Jack Childress Sisson, Dorothy Elise Hinson, Elizabeth D. Duncan, Hayden Elizabeth Lee, Sarah Elizabeth Goodwin, Bailey Rebecca Reynolds, Darby R. Fagan, Suriel Lopez Bautista, Ashlyn Presley, Gwendolyn Elizabeth McLaughlin, Emma Claire Newbill, Alana Corinne Bloomfield, Grace Paulina Carson, Lauren Adele Camisa, Ansley Carter Ford, Margarita Rebecca Martina, Alexandria Therese Schultz, Andrea Ann Ardide Perry, Gracie Brooke Smith, Haley McClay Davis, Adriana N. Schaefer, Mary Grace Myers, Caroline Grace Testerman, Adriana Renee Wadad Jackson, Kaylin Elizabeth DeFries, Callie Adrian Nichols, Sydney May Zurita, Kaylee G. Kirkendall, Katie Lynn Gwynn, Rachel Ann Simmerman, Alexis Marie Crawford, Phoebe Michelle Marker, Chloe Elizabeth Rose, Kayla Grace Moody, Grace Elizabeth Greenhill, Ariel Michelle Barnes, Chloe Elizabeth Fleener, Abigail Kaylee Alcocer, Ruth Ann Ramsey, Margaret Claire Coley, Emily V. Thompson, Avery Claire Gilliland, Melena Grace Maynor, Krishna Arvind Ramani, Mary Pratt Lewis, Eloise Ann Catherine Arp, Hannah Maggie Wallace, Sarah Christine Goebel, Athena Marie Casaglos, Molly Claire Presley, Isabella Venturino, Peyton Elizabeth McGowan, Mary Catherine Phelps, Seema Sophia Madian, Isabel Catherine Toth, Ivana Maria Figueredo, Abigail Mary Roan, Dayton Kaylee Bashirs, Sarah Elizabeth Smith, Ellen Elizabeth French, Carly Taylor Menhennet, Lona Faith Rhodes, Allison Marie Fowler, Michelle Dawn Medina, Kylan Elaine Nash, Catherine Annalise Evans, Samantha Abigail Ryder Warren, Logan Alexa Cheeley, Anna Camille Moffett, Abigail Claire Lee, Margaret Grayson Wood, Catherine Grace Dunaway, Grace Marie LaMonica, Christiane Ray Frith, Holly A. Johnson, Jocelyn Taylor Denham, Jennifer Lee Cummings, Thomas Richard Gardiner, Holly Marie Mostyn, Carly Mary Gibbons, Audrey Elizabeth Sieber, Faith Caroline Stallings, Brooke E. Duff, Camille Caroline Kwasniak, Caitlin Elizabeth Silva, Hannah Bollinger, Buckley Elizabeth Campana, Logan Ashley Lawrence, Caitlin Rose Strother, Alexis Ty Williams, Sydney Marie Roach, Marion May Evans, Miriam Hanna, Mariah A. Webb, Julia Christina Neto, Sydney Elizabeth Schatz, Emily Faith Kelly, Madison Grace Stepp, Kelly Ray Vogler, Paige Alexandra Pfeiffer, Riley Mikhail Biondo, Natasha R. Boswell, Kaylee Denise Blakely, Abigail Faith Blankenship, Chloe Alexis Krutansky, Sarah Elaine Parker, Lenora Amalia Everett, Brianna Lynn Green, Riley Elizabeth Green, Grace Marie Barnum, Abigail Catherine Carnell, Claire Marie Donahue, Peyton Gottschall, Delaney Marie Gallagher, Cheyenne Ashley Ryder, Emma Rose Horstman, Ella Rose Friedman, Flora May Ayers, Chantel Victoria Simpson, Juliana Villaluz, William Cole Frost, Pooja S. Patel, Grayson Lee Beatty, Adriana Lee Streetman, Mary Kate Elizabeth Harrison, Chances Imari McDonald, Madison Mary Maley, Davis H. Witt, Caroline Elizabeth Hecht, Anna Elise Brady, Catherine Grace Wofford, Caitlin Ann Pyland, Dalton Blake Rector, Rachel S. Pellerin. Delaney Carey. Jeffrey David Bolka. Mariah Marie Kittrell. Savannah Lindley Watkins. Ashlyn Taylor Songer. Kristen Marie Stagey. Lubomir Epitropov. Riley Todd Buckholtz. Brooke Lorraine Bunting. Melanie Vera Lebeck. Tawny Lane Ashworth. Summer Ann Hall. Kathleen Taylor Maley. Jensen McTeer Overbay. Emily Madison Knight. Olivia Julianne Gary. Ireland Moody Anderson. Lydia Everhart Hames. Shakara Tiona Goodlow. Giselle Washington. Morgan Natalia Fingal. Jakaya Elaine Moore. Drake Landon McConnell. James Austin Sanfratello. Zoe Marie Poorman. Grace Elizabeth Redmond. Lauren Marie Stuckey. Veronica Hafner. Haley Josephine Savastano. Sydney Party. Mimi Grace Young. Linda Marie Cohn. Grace Elizabeth Kelly. Tyler Ryan Riggs. Cameron Wayne Turner. Colton Thomas Turner. Kevin M. Reedy. Jackson Harold Harrison.
Hold it up, Zane. Hold it up, Zane. Hold it up.
Jarrett R. Powell. Cade A. Mitchell. Rebecca Catherine Waite. Caitlin Jordan Dowling. Olivia Fernandez. Brianna Michelle McKenna. Jesse David Osborne. Kyle James Sparkman. Carson M. Graham. Gannon William Tissot. Helen Elizabeth Reisinger. George Ethan Wyatt. Lainey Shea Starkey. Gabriel Joseph Garner. Rebecca May Frizzell. Tyra Allison Watts. Savannah Craighead. Jacob Michael Smith. Jackson Overstreet Keenan. Reese James Post. Mitchell Adam McGuire. Aaron Lane. Haley Rutledge Rogers. Reina Mahal Patel. Blake William David Rankin. Jack Harrison Sloan. Travis Joseph Turf. Max Berenson. Harrison Carter Faison. Taylor Lay. Catherine Marie Slater. Tala Boucher. Liam McGowan. Riley Ann Simmons. Ella Madison Sparrow. Bradley Earl Mower II. Jada Marie Bantam. Jaden Victoria Phillips. Drew Alexandra Powell. Jalen Deshaun Banks. Navaya Lachey Gibson. Shatara Johnson. Austin Patrick Abbott. Carly Rose Villano. Jericho Paso. Jackson Thornton Yarbrough. Sean Thomas Wheeler. Annalie Hope Wingo. Abigail Grace Linton. Madison Rosemary Wolfanger. Reagan Chase Wright. Madeline Grace McCrae. Sydney Phillips. Macy Aniston Black. Matthew R. McDaniel. Hunter Hai Lam. Matthew Sean Scanlon. Chloe Annabelle Tinnen. Nathan Cole Yates. Luke Arley Oliver. Dominic Anthony Saletti. John Kent Gilbert. Kobe Hollins. Robert Samuel Wiseman. Nicholas Alexander Panteledis. Tara Rebecca Love. Keaton Thomas Durand. Nicholas Clegg Watson. Sutton DeBose Kiesler. Katie Lynn Sykes. Rachel Elizabeth Harkness. Sydney Carter Jarvis. Nicole Riley Prosser, Alyssa Jane Hausman, Sarah Elizabeth Weeks, Georgia May Sharp, Ella Margaret Terry, Chloe Alicia Harless, Gianna Nicole Pastrick, Nicholas Braden Gray Carpenter, Ryan Camille Griffin, Jesse Taylor Rennie, Elizabeth Nicole Combs, Lucille Grace Thompson, David E. Johnson, Katie Lynn Dunn, Samari Holgan, Lauren Elizabeth Brady, Caden Heath Simmon, Jackson M. Satterfield, Lucas Dillon Cockrum, Logan Thomas Prentice, Grant William Rogers, Jamal Johnson, Maggie Taylor Sparks, Brandon Avery Kelly, Madison Jade Mustando, Jenna Carolyn Cooper, Emma Grace Flood, Nicole Nodine, Trenton R.J. Jones, Jada Celeste Ferris, Caleb Todd, Madison K. Lehman, Alicia Paula Dupree, Benjamin M. Rivette, Abby Kochman, Kennedy Alexandria Tony, Samantha Lynn Richards, Sarah Ruth Parsons, Heath Davis Voss, Morgan Wren Dempsey, Abigail Jan-Marie Miner, Luke Ryan Harmon, Drew Christopher Hayes, Elijah Ray Fields, Lauren Nicole Garlando, Tess Allison Wright, Samantha Rose Zappacosta, Evan Douglas Roberts Rice, Allie Taylor Browning, Darren Michael Macy, Jonathan David Isbell, Boone Bellamy Holland, Zane Austin Harvey, Alex Lynch Hastings, Carlisle Boone Orlowski, Caroline Marie Simpson. Sarah Ashley McGregor. Jillian Harris Howard. Grace Elizabeth McLeod. William Smith Carver. Danya Kazemi. Riley Grace Hilton. Emma Caroline Deeds. Olivia Hope Bezold. Haley Mitchell. Matthew Charles Steen. Caitlin Alexis Carter. Esta Ella Brock. Gary Antonio Smith II. Alexandra Grace Shows. McLean Elise Hollander. Kayla N. Pribish. Whitney Elizabeth Tapscott. Kylie Marie Toby. Ashley Bernard. Jordan Raymond Natour. Trey Douglas Brown. Lauren Diane Bikert. Mary Catherine Aiken. Jordan Blake Strauss. Holden L. Collette. Shannon Elizabeth McGrory. Nina Claire Bliss Pardo. Catherine Grace Zaleski. Madison Ann Connor. Grace Joy Parbs. Madison Taylor Potts. Noah J. Davis. Mason R. Seibold. Mary Alden Rooker. Julia Francis Cortiazzo. Rachel Elizabeth Wasilius. Anne Elise Gregg. Kylie Rain Newman. Miles Christian Odell. Abigail Claire Hightower. Emma Kate Carroll. Jordan Roberts. Anna Catherine Harden. Emma Caroline Boylan. Anne Elise Corser. Emma Catherine Kelly. Evelyn Claire Haynes. Taylor Catherine Ott. Griffin Tucker. Jake Agee. Brooklyn Victoria Barnes. Zachary Paul Sutton. Mason Connor Daniels. Sydney Coleman. Luke Andrew Wilkes. Benjamin Van Camp. Marissa A. Milan. Hannah L. Powers, Samantha P. Tyler, Virginia Elliott Center, Reem H. Abdul Hussein,
Get ready. Once everybody's seated, let's give one more gigantic round of applause for all the graduates. Oh, they're not all seated. Keep going until everybody's seated. Wow. It's really amazing to think that all you've accomplished while here at the University of Tennessee. And I do hope you celebrate those accomplishments. As graduates of the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, whatever you end up doing in life, we know you will be making the world a better place because that's what we prepare people to do in our college. You will make an impact, one person, or one classroom, or one project at a time. And when you do make these differences, we will hear about them. We want to hear about them. And we're going to be so proud. And we're also going to say, I have a small part in the accomplishments of that graduate. So congratulations again. One more time. As a reminder, when the ceremony ends, all guests and graduates are asked to exit up the stairs to the concourse level. And now, graduates, it is my pleasure to turn the ceremony over to Provost Zomchek, who will confer your degrees and officially conclude today's ceremony. Provost?
Thank you, Dean McIntyre. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful, momentous day this is for all of you. As you cross the stage, I handed you a keepsake, and I hope you keep that keepsake close and remember that as volunteers, we all bear the torch for others. So, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. It's the moment when I confer your degrees and you move your tassel, acknowledging the transition from student to graduate. This is a special moment for you to celebrate all your years of hard work and dedication. Ready? Degree candidates, please stand. So the magic doesn't work unless we're quiet. So your presence today, graduates, demonstrates that you have done the work and completed the requirements for your degrees. On behalf of the state of Tennessee and the Board of Trustees, it is my honor to confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from right to left Congratulations. Please be seated. We'll close this morning's ceremony, as is our tradition, by singing the alma mater together for the first time as alumni. After the alma mater, at my direction, we will take a few moments to celebrate and soak in this experience. Graduates, you may throw your caps, you may jump up and down, you may get as expressive as possible and snap photos with your friends. Family and friends, when that moment comes, let's cheer as loud as we can. This is a moment to celebrate yourself, all that you've accomplished, and all of the people who have helped you along the way. So please stand once again for the alma mater graduates. After the celebration, the stage party will recess and our ceremony will be officially concluded. Congratulations again to everyone here today. Thank you for celebrating with us, and go Vols!
On a hallowed hill in Tennessee, like a beacon shining bright, the stately walls of old Beauty rise glorious to the sight. So here's to you, old Tennessee, our alma mater true. We pledge in love and harmony our loyalty to you.
All right, are you ready? On me, on three. 1, 2, 3, let's go!